Hi, Susie Von Slaughter here, and you are watching The Horror Show, and I am with none other than freaking Shaun, one of our favorites at The Horror Show.
Thank you guys so very much. It's always a pleasure.
Yes, as most of you know, Shaun is a very, very talented tattoo artist, but what you may not know is he has many other talents as well. Shaun, will you please fill everyone in on what you're working on now?
Well, I recently was able to build an art studio in my new house, which is amazing because it's been about 8 years since I've been able to actually really paint. And it's really important that things are just kind of set up because it's such a hassle to have to set everything up, you know? So I'm able to walk into my studio and just knock stuff out now. And so I've been doing quite a lot of paintings. I mean, here's an example of a Halloween cat, you know? We've got a little Batty here. Nothing like Batty. That's kind of what I've really been focusing on is kind of, you know, doing small paintings as well as large stuff. I've been doing a lot more commissions, which has been really nice. And I got to be honest, I just kind of paint what I like, so it's all this kind of Halloween-oriented stuff, you know. And you're not going to find many like tribal kind of things or nautical stars in my catalog. So, you know, if you're looking for that, look over there. Actually, the restroom's right there. You can go get your prize in there if you want. That'd be a good place.
So let me ask you, do you actually have a preference between tattooing and painting?
I would say no. It's really important for me to mix it up. My attention span is, you know, that of a ferret. So it's really important that I got a lot of things to do. So when I'm not painting, I'm doing music and writing. When I'm not writing, I'm tattooing. When I'm not tattooing, I'm interviewing people and writing for magazines and things like that. And as long as I have like a good expansive kind of deal, then you know, you don't find me running in circles.
So besides doing art, you also write and you do interviews. So tell us about that.
Well, you know, this is a really cool magazine that a friend of mine puts out. It's called Gore Noir.
Which I love.
Do you?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. They'll be happy to hear it. So, you know, I've done just 2 articles so far. It's called Necro Comic Con. And the last issue was New Year's Day, a band that does a lot of Warped Tour stuff. And I interview Ash and Nikki. They're very close friends of mine. They're an amazing band. If you haven't seen them, check them out. And then I have a good buddy that plays bass for Rob Zombie. His name's Matt, but he goes as Piggy D. And so in this, we did the Piggy D interview. So if you want to pick up the new Gore Noir magazine, you can, you know, hear about it. And I'll tell you, the interview isn't like traditional. We talk about all kinds of strange stuff like, well, you know, like Return of the Living Dead, like those Rankin Bass things from like the 70s, those puppety things, you know, like fucking love that shit, you know? Love that puppety stuff. And, you know, just really offbeat interviews so that it's not the normal, what's coming up next, what's your favorite band, you know, where are you touring next? It gets a little monotonous and contrived. So we try to mix it up and keep a lot of comedy involved in it. And it's been fun writing and interviewing my friends. It's been cool.
Awesome, fantastic.
Yeah.
So I know tons of people that would love to get their hands on your stuff. Where can they go to find it?
Well, you can go to HalloweenTattoos.com. There's a site there that you can check out. I do have Instagram that you can always check out. That's Halloween Tattoos at Instagram. And then we have Shaun, on Twitter and Shaun, on Facebook that you can check out as well. And that's probably your best bet. In the next 6 months, I'm going to have an online store where you can actually buy all of these prints. You can literally just push a button and, you know, PayPal it, and I'll send that stuff to you signed, and you're good to go. It'll be really cool. And I put spiders and like insects and everything that I send out, so when it opens up, your house gets infested. It's really cool. So you'll never forget who I am. It's really cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, of course.
You're actually telling me that you had relocated beforehand. So if people want to get tattooed by you,
How do they do it?
Yeah, how do they do it if they want to get a tattoo from you?
They do it the same way as always. Now, I do travel all year, and I do quite a lot of horror conventions. I've really cut the tattoo conventions out of my my repertoire more so because, well, it's just saturated, you know? So I do about maybe 3 to 5 tattoo shows a year, and the rest are horror cons. And then I go out with a lot of really cool bands. I run out on tour. Like the last couple of years, I did Warped Tour. We went out with Black Veil Brides. That was a really good time. And I'm going to go up and meet Andy Black up in Toronto in June and spend a couple days with him and tattoo him and check out the new stuff. And then we spent some time with Escape the Fate and New Year's Day, you know, and I imagine in the future there'll be quite a lot of other interesting things, you know. And, you know, I do a lot of music. You know,
Yes.
I've always done music. This real popular band called Damnation, it was a punk metal band. We're doing a couple shows again, and this is a really interesting thing. If you and you'll get it by the look of my body. You know, I've got body by like Jack Skellington and Joey Ramone. So ironically, we started a tribute band, more of a character study of the Ramones, called Rocket to Russia, and it is taking off so fast. It's unbelievable. In fact, I think if we're lucky, Eben might, like, with our fingers crossed, might bring us out next year as some of the entertainment. But it's moving quickly, and it's super cool, man. I'm telling you, like, if you're a Ramones fan, you will not be disappointed, because I have studied Joey Ramone like Daniel Day-Lewis studies his parts. It's a fucking character study, man. So, I mean, kind of in a nutshell, that's everything going on. I just moved to Vegas, bought a house out there. It's been pretty awesome. I'm loving it. I got a new little dog. My favorite little guy is Smokey Wolfman.
That's so great.
He's my guy. He's my little buddy. He sits on my shoulder. I love this kid. And then we got another little dog called Pumpkin Ivy, and she's the sweetest little girl in the world. So, hey, man, it's just the four of us, me and my wife and my two little monkeys. It's been great, you know? Yeah. So life is really good. It's so good, I'm just waiting for the guillotine to drop or the dump truck to hit me while I'm in the crosswalk or something. Things are so good, you know?
Oh, that's great. Well, we always love hearing from you. Like, you always have such great things going on, and you have amazing things going on as well. And I can't wait to talk to you next time.
Well, I'm excited, yeah.
Yay! So, once again, let everyone know where they can find your work, buy your work, see your work.
One thing, I just wanted to say, I have a lot of great sponsors, as you can see on these banners here. These are all the people that hook me up with, tattoo equipment. And I'm so grateful to have Helios, my new tip company. They just stepped into my world, and I'm so grateful. Thank you, Helios. You guys are badass. Woo! Just the tip. Just the tip. All right, and that's it. That's really all I got to say, man. But I'm really glad you guys are so cool. Thank you for coming by.
So much.
We love you.
Yay.
Watch this. If you
Yes.
don't, bad things will happen to your family.
It's true. Maybe.
No, definitely. Bad things.
Maybe. All right, guys, stay tuned.
Peace.
Guys, and remember, stay scared.
Definitely.